Oh, don't don't get me started on Anubis. He's a bastard. He's a bastard, and his pilot's a bastard. They're all bastards, all of them, apart from Jody. Jody's cool. I like Jody. But the rest of them are all bastards. What, outside your house? Or in here? With me? There's no wolf in there. I don't even have a dog. So, I don't know where you heard that. You sure there's not a dog inside? You might want to check your house. Wolves in your walls? It's likelier than you think. Likelier. That's a word. Never tell them I've published author, could you? Chase the fuse! How about I don't instead of... Oh, actually, no, chase the fuse was alright. It's going to be a coin level, isn't it? Yeah. I've still got one to get in the other place. If you had a rack for keeping wolves, like just a place where you could keep them, yeah, maybe or maybe not was heated, you know, would that be a howl rack? Immediately unsubscribes. Bad review. Reported to Twitch, terms and services. He said a dad joke on stream. I want him swatted. Police beat down the door. Like, have you been telling dad jokes again? Oh, that's a diabolical place to put that. Is there one in here too? I'm probably going to fail this time. Just so you know. Which is, largely recompense for me telling that god-awful dad joke. I'd say you're welcome, but I've obliterated everyone with that one dad joke, so... It's the power. It's the power. I haven't even ever been a full dad. I'm a stepdad. Not a full dad. Maybe that's the problem. I'm cursed to forever tell dad jokes to children I don't have. Boom! Oh dear. Oh well. So nice of these ninjas to just keep setting this up for us so that we can prove our worth. Dad jokes are good. They're good for all ages. That's why they're dad jokes. If they weren't dad jokes, I don't know. They wouldn't be dad jokes. They'd just be jokes. I don't know, it's probably, the reason why I tell them is probably because, my dad used to tell them a lot. Because they're dad jokes. I don't quite know where it starts. Is there like one granddad? Well, that's, but you know what I mean, right? Like, is there one dude who just comes up with all of these jokes? And then they get sort of disseminated throughout humanity. Or is it like a monastery that dads go to? They go to the dad joke monastery. No doubt. Yeah. Yeah, does he have a beard and he's on a mountaintop? I'm telling you dad jokes. Do you get belts? Like different belts for, like you would for a martial art, but for dad jokes? Oh, you really gotta book it on this one, eh? No, not my miscellaneous boxes. I love those. Don't blow up my miscellaneous boxes of stuff. Alright, yep. I know. Sneaky guy, haha, he come out. He do the tee hee hee hee. He like the thing. He set me on fire. Okay. I run. So far. They do something diabolical, like put one in here. No. Okay. Did you know New Zealand has a wizard as like an appointed thing? It's the Wizard of New Zealand. It's a true story. I can't remember it off the top of my head, but if you look it up, you'll see. There was a truly a wizard of New Zealand. Don't know wizards. That's what you might like to know. You don't only have to look at the KKK for wizards. That is kind of lame. How like Grand Wizard sounds really cool, and then you realise it's to do with those guys, and you're like, I guess I can have it. Yeah. Like Grand Wizard sounds cool, and then you realise like it's racist. Like, bro, I just want to be a cool dude, and, like casting spells and stuff. I won't be racist. Yeah, that's why they're always great wizards. And they're great wizards, you know. Or a grand sorcerer, but never the other one. Let's go with that. I'm damn racist. I'm damn racist in those silly white hats. Taking away our fun adjectives. Not called for, mate. Not called for. The rocket factory. If we get this one, we only need to.
Yeah, sure, gotta go. See ya.
Only need to do the one, the current place when we get to the boss. Get to Malachi. Malachi's a good name. At least you know someone whose brother was called Malachi. It's just a good name. Like an air of intrigue and mystery. I feel like if you were just an ass, you would waste the name. Right? Like if you were called Malachi, you'd want to be cool, right? That'd be a waste otherwise. Stop blowing me up. I'm trying to talk to people on the internet about cool names. I'm gonna blow you up. I'm gonna chop you into little bits. You man. Yeah. How do you like that? I called you male. You bastard. Oh no, I did it again! Oh no! It's a stupid game, that's what it is. It's made me think about man bits. It's definitely the game. It's not my sexual orientation at all. Been waiting to play I Ninja to resolve my sexual tension for years. That was the thing I used to like about this level. Just to come back to the game for a second, is that in this level you get to see how they make the rockets. And how they change after every, like... I just like that. It's a nice bit of detail they didn't have to add. They didn't have to add anything going on here. But they do. Okay, well, I have to do this. And then I have to do this. That. I'll give it that. But what I take away is the fact that those are literally like alien dogs and they sound like normal dogs. They could have made them sound more like aliens. Yeah. Oh, I used to love that bit. Is that Portal 2 where the turrets are made? And you get the laser beams. Yeah, that's cool. There's that one. Little laser beams cut out the bits for the turrets. I think I remember in the right turret making section. Oh, just a nice little bit of slow-mo for me there. Thank you, emulator. Oh, it's because it's a fairly large area. If it gets too much, I'll see if I can turn down the upscaler. I don't know. See, the thing is that I get that Portal has like abject science being big silly, but like with the co-op initiative and like the clip where they suggest that they're using like alternate universe Oh, that's really bad slowdown. Yeah, alternate universe versions of Aperture Science to complete testing. I think some of those are probably set in, well, like, you know, universes where that happened for that, but not necessarily the prime timeline that has the Borealis. But if that is true, that they're toilets that had guns, that's pretty sick. I haven't actually played that one. Because you can't get that on something that isn't a Steam Deck, right? I can just download that, right? I like this bit as well. Because you're like disrupting the turrets being made. Oh, not the turrets, sorry, the rockets being made. And machinery's like taking you places that the rockets would be taken to be finished. Don't know why they're filling them up with water though. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Maybe they're washing them or something. Oh, well that's good. Yeah, I might let's see if I can play it sometime. I do really like the Portal of the Universe and all the stuff to do with it, and Half-Life, which I would like to do soon, actually. To do that for the next Half-Life stream. Actually, no, the next Half-Life stream I'd probably have to do the base game. We did start the base game, we didn't finish it. Oh no, I've got to fight the dogs. I have to fight the dogs. Because otherwise I won't get the grade. That sucks. Sorry, little doggy. I'm gonna blow you into bits. And you. Yeah, I think once I complete this one, I'm gonna... See, Vex, I do want to play Vex, but it's also got some issues. I haven't tried Dr. Muto yet, but I might do Dr. Muto instead if it runs better. Because Dr. Muto is also the same sort of funny. There's sort of a spectrum. It goes from funny to... Oh, It's not just funny. Like, I say crass and funny over being like compelling on one side, and then, you know, the opposite on the other. And I think iNinja straddles the line in between the two, because you're like, oh, I do want him to get all of the rage stones. Yeah. And the character of the ninja and the sensei are pretty good. But also, like, I don't mind that the ninja like talks about, you know, what was it, the lady from the second level? It's like, oh, give me a kiss, ninja. Oh, kissy kissy. You know, like, that's pretty funny, right? You don't get that so much in Vex. And in Dr. Muto, they would make it so that, like, instead of it being like, oh, kissy kissy, like they were married or something and going through a divorce, or like they'd imply that they'd done something before, like had a night out before, or, you know, he cheated on her or something. Like, Dr. Muto is, I don't know, It's not crass enough for them to like call it an adult game, but it's certainly crass enough that it's kind of gratuitous. Like, there's literally interactivity with one toilet in the game where you get to flush the toilet, and there is poop that stays. That's the level of crassness we're talking about here. So, right. That sort of spectrum of platformers is interesting to think about. Because somewhere on that line there's also, you know, Jack and Ratchet and Clank. The different installments being different parts. I mean, I put it in Dr. Muto because it fits. Dr. Muto is just a horrible game. I don't mean horrible in the sense of it's unplayable. I mean horrible in the sense of, like, you just do horrible things. I mean, it starts off with you accidentally blowing up the entire planet. Like, if there was ever a game where, you know, being able to flush a toilet fit, it is Dr. Muto. However, it really shouldn't be. It shouldn't be that I can point out a game where that is something that fits. You know? I do enjoy it because of its comedy though. I think it's quite funny. Maybe not so much for just the poop, but okay, it's the poop. No. There are other bits in of the game that are funny. It's got good comedic timing. And it relies more heavily on jokes than this does. This is less about jokes for the majority of gameplay. Yeah, they have their comedic moments, but their designs are meant to be kind of scary, whereas, like, Dr. Muto, I think some of the enemies are just literally designed to be kind of funny. This guy's getting on my nerves. I need to end him. Hello, monsieur. It's time to end. The other thing I've noticed is that I tend to play games that are actually really, I don't know, they're just good soundtracks. I really like the soundtrack of this game. It's really nice. Like, come on, you gotta admit that's pretty good. Like, it's that's a mad sound. Like, I find if any, I've heard that's good. Soundtrack in this is just, I like it. I think if anything that I hear makes me wish that I could make my guitar sound like that, which I'm sure I could, you know, but I don't have the talent, you know, or at least the know-how, you know. Is there going to be enemies down there? That's the question. That's what we want. We want more enemies. Appear to be. That'd be another good one to do. Is a jet set. I've got the redo of it, I think. I remember playing it at some point, so I must have either like a redo of it or a PC version of it somewhere. Unless I didn't. Maybe I obtained it some other way. Can't remember. But Jet Set Radio would be another good one to do. A lot of people like that game as well. Now this, Zone of the Enders, as a killer soundtrack. I'm actually really glad that I found because I found a album that's on Spotify that has some of the Zone of the Enders songs on. But because it's like a dynamic sort of track, doesn't always sound the same. It's like the Doom Eternal soundtracks and things like that. Yeah, dynamic is always, going to change the way that you remember it, and so you remember it going a certain way, and it's originally not that way. And it gets put on disc, and then it's different. But or should I say, digital download, and it's different. I know that's going to be a place where they put the coinage. I don't think they're going to put a dude in there, though. If they did, that was mean. And makes me glad that I don't know. No, I Ninja 2 would have been good. I mean, I Ninja 1's good, but I Ninja 2, man, would have been next level. Okay. So, I am missing 2 dudes. Why am I missing 2 dudes? Is it because these 2 dudes are sitting down here being rude? What's up, rude boy? In my sword. And then we ride on a rocket. And we get the MacGuffin.
Mission complete. Ooh, high score.
Thanks, Sensei. You, I score! Yeah, he does a bit. That's because he does. That's what happens when you die with poopy in your butthole. You forever need to take ghost shits. Don't die with poopy in butthole. You heard it here first. Don't die with poopy in butthole. A message from GladYouDead.tv. Don't worry. I got the URL wrong. It's twitch.tv/GladYouDead. Did it? Don't die with poopy in the butthole. Don't want to be taking the ghost poopies. Okay. That's a question for you. So you know how in Harry Potter they go through the wall to get to their like secret train station, right? Like platform 9 3/4. Do you reckon they have the same thing but in every restroom? I know you can actually poop after you die. But I'm saying more about the spirit. The spirit can never be relieved. The body is. Spirit. Spirit didn't go to poopy. I heard about that though, the William the Conqueror. Is that true? That his whole body exploded because he held in a poop or something? I can't remember what it was.
Search the caverns for explosive darts. Yeah, sure, gotta go.
We're in a place called Hogwarts. It's so that people can check their hog for warts. Thank you. Thank you. I'm here for the rest of my life. If I keep telling jokes of that caliber, might be shorter than I expect. Oh fuck. You filled up with methane. Oh, bro. That's not good. And that whale thing, that's a terrifying prospect, because, like, I mean, it being a dude, it's obviously smaller. I would assume the pressure is less. But, like, a whale carcass just exploding over you is just a horrible thought, right? I hope no one was eating while I said that. But, yeah, no. It's a horrible thought. Yeah, the only time I was introduced to that, the idea of that happening, is it just Cause 2 or 3 that has the whale that explodes? You inadvertently, like, touch it with your player model and it just, like, goes kablooey. I was like, that can't be real. And then I looked it up and it was. And it's a thing that can genuinely happen. Just mad. I expected it to be like an urban myth kind of thing. Don't go too close to it or it'll explode. No one actually goes close to it because, well, it might explode. But no, it's true. They fill up with methane and they go pop. Which is mad to think that nature has designed an animal that balloons and pops. Like, how is that good? How is that evolutionary trait been passed down from generation to generation for them to just swell up like a balloon and explode into farts? Squidge. I'm not quite sure what squidge would be. Well, they're just kind of gloopy. Also, every funeral, certain of this. Yeah, any funeral usually has someone who's wanting to take something from somewhere. Raspberry sound. Oh, like that kind of sound, right? Oh, you mean the sound of the whale doing? Oh. Hmm. Goodness. Thinking about that sound has made me a little crazy, to be honest. Should have brought it up. That's a very descriptive of you. I'll say that much. Fair enough. I step into the mind of LBS, and what do I find? Bloated whales. That's fine, we all gotta think about something, right? Me, I think about horrible dad jokes. You, exploding whales. We all think about stuff. It's okay to think about stuff. It's okay to think about stuff. It's like what I was saying earlier about Jesus, about how he's able to rip fish. Like, gotta think about it somehow. I knew you were a kindred spirit as soon as you walked in. A fellow walked east. Oh my god. Don't do this. Why you gotta be like this? Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. Ow, that hurt. Why you gotta be like this? Why you gotta be like this, bro? Why you gotta be like this? Bro! Bro! Just chill. Just chill. Just chill. The fucking hell. Bloody hell, there's so many. I'm diagnosed, but I would say I have it. I've taken those, was it the RADs? What was it called? I have a lot of autistic traits. Never been like formally diagnosed, but I did the. Is it RADSR? Like RAADS-R. That test. And it said I had a high amount of autistic traits. Ha. But never been formally diagnosed, so I wouldn't say yes, definitely. What? But I would say tentatively yes. And the way I explained that probably even confirms it. Boom. Oh, I remember this bit. I'm going to keep coming back here, don't we? Perchance? Perchance? It's a good phrase, perchance. No one says perchance anymore. Unless it's in a mocking tone. That's what I've noticed. A little bit of observational humour there for you. If that's humour, that's not humour. It's not funny. Surely to be humour, it has to be funny. More people should use the word perchance. I think people would get more stuff done. It's more persuasive. Could you is just demanding, but perchance. if you would by chance, yeah, if you would perchance a gander at my book, if you would perchance yeah, I mean, I had a thing the other day. I know, things, ugh, scary. Um, but no, I had one of those emails from Grammarly. I use it for work quite a lot. Yeah, said I was a 97 percentile of like word choices. Like I've got a very broad vocabulary, and I was like, oh, it's almost as if I wanted to be a writer at one point. And my dream died. With the realization that I realized it was incredibly difficult to make money as a writer. I like flowery language. It's the issue is that some people aren't very like descriptive of things. So when they try and describe something, it makes their anecdotes quite. I don't know. I would never say anyone's personal story is boring, but yeah, there's ways of telling things, and very fond of people expanding their vocabulary. For it means that I get a better idea of exactly how. Let's say, for example, the sound of a whale exploding is just on off chance. I mean, I doubt that would come up, but if it did, someone with a flowery language, vocabulary vast and wide.
Ninja revive!
Come on. Ah. Get cut to bits. Yeah, we little ninjas. I like this one too. This song's good. Issue is they only have a couple of songs in this game. Like, it's not like a huge amount of tracks for every single zone. The south. Well, not too far south that you couldn't get to London. There you go. What's that? In the county of Berkshire. There you go. How about that? Not good enough for you? Oh my goodness. Ow. Okay. Bye. Where all the posh people live in a small house. Come on. I wanna shoot him, not the bloody. I got him in the end. My God. Bloody that difficult. Yorkshire. I'll be honest with you, I've never been that far up south. Up north. Up south. Well, that doesn't work, does it? Yeah, I've never been that far up north. Although I have been to Glasgow. So I've sort of gone over that part of England many a time, but not I say many a time, once. But yeah, not really Not really travelled up there. South, done a lot of the south. But north, not done a lot. I think the furthest I've been is Wolverhampton. Which isn't really that far north, to be honest. But my geography's not very good either. Ow. I know where I haven't been, but like, past that, it's very difficult. It's where having a flowery vocabulary actually helps a bit, because you can actually describe places better. Makes giving directions a lot easier. Okay, this is going to be annoying. Immediately can tell. Okay, line it up sort of like that, and then immediately walk in to the water. Good. Great. Planned. Planned. Know what I'm doing, obviously. It's really annoying because you can't really use the... I was saying earlier, you can't really use the jump there. It looks like you would be able to, but you can't.
Ninja revive!
Oh! Anime battle. Let's go, boy. Ow. Gotcha. Yeah, I really like those. Those bits are probably my favourite bit for this whole game for me. I do like the bowling. But those anime battles, they're just cool. I like those. And the boss fights are really creative as well. Whee! I don't know why, my brain just had like a flashback to Shadow the Hedgehog. Never played it. Yeah, I need to see if I can get a copy of it. Pop into my local CX. I used to work in there. Advice: don't work there. Maybe buy things from there. Depending on how good your local CEX is. Come on, ye ninjas. That's cool. Doing that, you know, the slidey bit. Makes you feel like a badass. But, like, it's nothing that hasn't been done before, you know? It's very, very cool. But it has been done before. But those, like, officer bosses, I guess, the elite guys that you have to fight in the air, that's cool. I really like that. I think this is the only game I've ever seen do that, to be fair. Ow. Why? How? When? Why? Ow. This guy is annoying me. Oh yeah, take time. Take your time. I doubt I'll be making much progress. Remember, be sure to hydrate. Keep your booze levels topped up if you are of age to drink it. Gotcha. Yeah, that little bastard. Merch plug. You too could have a beverage in your own beaker. You could. You could have one in a dead haunt beaker. Wouldn't that be fun? Wouldn't that just be great? To sip the souls of your enemies straight from the cup. What a wonderful idea. Disclaimer, there's no souls with purchase of the cup. You don't get those. You have to find those yourself. I'm not going to fill a cup for the souls for you. What do you think I am? Daniel Fortescue? I was thinking on the fly there. I almost completely forgot about him. Mr. Fortescue. That's another good one for this. Medieval. Ah, getting ideas. They're flowing today. Wow, a little bit of lubricant. A bit of lubricant for the old ideas. Coins, but no men. Ah, man and coins. Just my kind of speed. Men and coins. Oh no you don't, bastard. Stop firing! Let me hit you! There we go. Hey, and we drop it. Pop it. And now I go to lock it. Oh. Won't you look at that? A sting. Shoots himself. Off he goes. Ooh, high score! Hey, another wasn't like 2 levels ago, we just got the fire sword. Now what we got? Oh.
The soul sword is forged from a mysterious metal and imprisons the souls of its victims within its blade. Fast and fierce in battle, the true sign of a red belt. This is for you.
You very happy about the red belt?